Hi everyone, GrayPower60 here. So just an update on some other things that I'm finishing off this week for my craft fair on Sunday. I got this idea from Crafts by Deanna. I'm sorry if Deanna, everybody knows Deanna. Let me see if I got it right. Crafty Crafts by Deanna. There we go. I saw her make these, and then what I did is I did a search because hers was a little like she was using her Cricut and things, and I found one that was done 5 years ago, and she hasn't done any videos since, and it's really too bad because I really liked. I'm seeing here if I can get it on my computer. If I go back, let me go to history here. Anyway, and I'll put a link because her videos are still up there. Let me see if I can find it. Let me check this out here. Here we are. Stampin Geek. She put this on 5 years ago. I think she was a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and she might have only done it for a year because she hasn't done any videos in 5 years. But I liked the way she did this one, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a little tutorial on how she made these little tissue boxes. And those fit these this size here. I also have some other ones here. I think they're the same size. They're pretty close. They're pretty close, and I think they'll fit. Anyway, and then Deanna had these Feel Better kind of kits, and I wanted to figure out how I could sell these and make, I'll probably sell some like individually as well, but I made this Feel Better kit, and I've even put it in here, what's in it. There's tissue, tea, hand sanitizer, lip balm, cough drops, and a peppermint. Actually, it should be peppermint patty because that's what's there. And the 2 little cough drops, and this is honey and ginger green tea with a hand sanitizer. I don't know if these are going to sell. I'm going to try and promote them as a keep in your car or in your desk at work, or give to someone who isn't feeling well. You know, we want everybody to feel well over Christmas, but anyway, I'm hoping. So I have to buy some more hand sanitizers. I got a bunch of lip balms, so I've got enough to finish off my little set. So that is one thing that I am doing, and I want to finish that off. And let me just put this aside here. And I had started making these little coffee. It's a coffee and cocoa sets, and I had seen, and I don't remember who did this. I don't have a listing of it, but I had made these little coffee made me do it. May your Christmas be cozy and bright. And then I added a little coffee candy. This is a little coffee flavored candy, Brazilian coffee candy. And I just attached it to the package. I'm not sure how I'm going to package them yet. If I put them in a cellophane package, I think I'm going to add a chocolate bar and a candy cane with it. That's my thought right now. I'm just not sure. Right now, this is my secondary thing to finish off. Right now, I want to finish my... Where the heck did I put the... Oh, here it is. Right now, I want to finish the tissues, and then tomorrow I will go out and get the the rest of the supplies for the packaging so I can get that done. So in order to make this particular tissue box, you need a piece of paper, and I'm just using up a whole bunch of different kinds of papers that I have. They're not all Christmassy. And this is one-sided here, and they are 8 by 7.5. I'll try and put all the measurements there. Now I've got the camera in an awkward position, so let's see if I can do this without knocking it over. So on the 8 side, the 8-inch side, we're going to score it 1/2 inch at 1 3/4, 6 1/4. Let's see if I can see here. See, and 7.5. Then we're going to turn it and score it at 2 1/4, 3 1/2, 5 3/4, and 7. Okay, and I've got a whole bunch of them scored here, raring to go. So let's get cutting. Okay, get that out of the way. And as I said, I've got a lot of them here. So let's just go with the last one that I did. So what I've been doing is, because some of this paper rips very easily, all I'm doing is folding on the score lines, but I'm not folding it hard. I'm just folding it enough and just to make sure, because sometimes the fold line, this one doesn't seem to be too bad. Just fold on the score lines, fold on the score lines. There's a lot of cutting going on in this one, so you'll have to forgive me for the mess that I'm going to be doing. So cut on all the score lines. See, already it cracked. I pressed too hard. I'll press too hard, and it could be older paper too, but it still will be okay. Alrighty, so now we're going to grab our scissors, and there's a side here that has no fold, and there's a side here that has a fold. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut on the score line here and cut this off completely. All right, that's on the side that has no fold. Then we're going to cut up on all of these score lines up to the second score line. The first one is this little flap, and you'll see in a minute. Okay, and now I'm going to angle this because this is going to be glued to this flat part here, which is going to make the box. Okay, and the other thing I want to do, sorry, I shouldn't have turned it over there, but I just want to snip off those little extra pieces. I'm really not doing very well today. I mean, tutorial-wise. I'm also just giving it little slices in here. So I've kind of added a couple of my own little features to this. Alrighty, so that's the one side. Now we're going to repeat on the other side. So we're going to cut off this big piece here. Cut that off. Cut up to the second. Cut up to the second score line. And then this corner little thin piece here is going to be cut off because that is the part that we're gluing. We're also going to take off this end here, and I'm also going to just angle it a little bit so that it closes a little easier. And we're going to cut this part off because these are the parts that are going to go, and they're going to be closed. Now, one end I'm going to leave open so that we can take out the tissue and put in the tissue, replace it so we can keep it as long. Oh, darn. Ah, I just threw all my paper in something else. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is the glue line, and this is going to curl up in here like this. These are going to close. We're going to close that, and we're going to leave one end. Now, what I have done is, because I always like rounded, now this isn't cut right on the score line, so I'm just going to trim that a little bit. Sometimes I cut on the wrong side of the score line. Okay, I'm just going to bend that out of the way, and with my corner rounder, I like to have the side that I'm going to be tucking in and opening up and tucking in and opening up. I want that to be rounded. Okay, so I got my rounded side, and then I left this one square because that one I want to glue. Okay, oh, and I didn't get my glue ready. I've been using so much of this glue. So what I'm going to do, I use both. I use tear and tape, and I also use liquid glue, because I want to be sure that this isn't going to fall apart too quickly. I also need to put tape on this side and tape on this side. Okay, now the tape side that I put on there is the square side. The round side, you don't want to glue it because this is going to be opening and closing all the time, so you just need tape on both of those sides. So I hope I'm clear. If I'm not, please leave me a comment and ask questions. I don't mind answering. I'm just going to take those off and then add my liquid glue, and then we'll get it all put together. Okay. Usually I leave my glue sitting up in a jar, but oh, it's coming out. Oh, I'm so happy. Alrighty. I'm going to glue these sides as well because I know I'm going to be gluing those down in a minute. So I just fold this down, and I bring this piece over and rub that down, and I open it up, and I just reinforce it again this way. Now, these are the sides that I glued, but I also forgot one. I glue this tab as well. So I put these two down, and this gets tucked in here. Gosh, I hope you are seeing this. I haven't even looked at the camera. Come on. Just because I'm on camera, I've been doing like a billion of these, and I'm having absolutely no trouble until just now. Ugh. So we're just going to trim off a little bit of that corner so that it'll fit. This paper is not as thick as some of the other papers that I've been using. And then fold that back. Oh no. Oh my. I made a big mistake, guys. A big mistake. I'm going to have to stop this and start over, because I have forgot to put the hole up here. And where is it? Where? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Oh, I'm so upset with myself. See if it's hiding under here. And it is. It's right here. I have these oval shapes, and I've been using this size to cut. And I cut those out before I start gluing. So much for that one. Let me grab one that I've already cut apart. This is one that I've already cut apart. So what I'm going to do, it's good to see boo-boos sometimes. That way you can kind of get a feel for what do we do if we make a mistake. I'm just going to use a little bit of this washi tape here, and I kind of eyeball it. Put that on there. Okay, I'll be right back. I've just got to go and cut that in my big kit. Okay, now to show you what I do, my poor plates, I need some new ones. What I do is, because this paper is much too big, I curl this one around, see, on the board so that it doesn't get cut. And then when I put it through the machine, I have that. And yes, it does make it a little messy here, but once everything is glued together, that will just fall really nicely in place. And I just burnish that a little bit. Okay, so now let's get back to the gluing. Now that I have my hole. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, we make mistakes and then we fix them. I'm just glad that I made a couple of extra cutouts. They're already cut out, but I didn't put the hole through them yet. Oops. Okay, let's start this again. So we're going to glue this down. It's really awkward with this camera in the way. I wonder if I go around this way. Might be a little bit easier for my arms instead of trying to squeeze my way through here. Okay, I put my garbage can back where it belongs so I don't have to worry. You know, I keep these little pieces because you never know when you could use them, and I put them in my little box that I keep those kind of little pieces. I know I'm not saying it right, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this glue. I find sometimes letting this glue set a little bit is a little bit easier to glue down. All right, why is that not? I didn't burnish that very well. So I just want to get that even though it's a little off here, but that's okay. That can be fixed. Just burnish it down. Oh great, I got glue all over everything. But I have to clean that up because that glue, I don't want that glue, even though it's hard. I've done so many of them today. Okay, so we've glued that down. These two, that's why I'm having trouble with the table, because the glue, I forgot again, see? Again, I forgot to just, so that it'll fit a little bit easier, just to kind of notch those a little bit. Let's add some glue here. Come on, glue. And that's just to hold it all down. Because I don't want both ends to open. I only want one end to open. So I fold that down. and push this in. Push, push, push. Push, push down. Get it all flush. And then I go in with my bone folder. It's not very big. But what I can do is go through here as well. And let's get, where is my, excuse me for, oh, I got this big knife here. Let's see if we can get that to fit a little bit here. That's better. And then I just want to make sure that these sides are down. There we go. Now we're going to open up our package. And it's not cooperating at all. So I had to use the scissors to open it up here. I don't know why it's not cooperating. Usually it has that little, you know, the little tab. For some reason, the tab is not there on these ones. So we'll just pull that out, tuck that in here, close it up, and there we have our little box, our little tissue box. And you can decorate it, but I've been using DSP. I am not going to decorate them. I may decorate some of them if I'm going to sell them individually, but right now I'm in a hurry to get all of my Feel Better kits done. I think they're so adorable, and I really think it's a cute idea. I think it's a great idea for, you know, just to pick up and have, I'm just trying to fix this side here, you know, to have that. I would love to have gotten one of these at a craft fair. Oops, sorry. At a craft fair, and, you know, put that in my desk at work. I mean, I probably would have even added a couple of aspirins, but I don't sell the drugs. But I mean, for myself, I probably would have this little kit in my drawer, throw a couple of aspirins in there, or Tylenol or something. And there you go, a nice little kit. These would be great for putting in your desk, putting in your car, in your glove box, in your car. Just have these handy. I think they're great ideas. I really like it. I don't know if they'll sell, but I will definitely let you know how they do. All right, guys, so I just wanted to show you what I've been up to, what I'm trying to finish off. I'm finding, I've got lots of these to do. I am finding some things that I made last year that they don't have anything that expires in them, that I may throw in again this year and see how, you know, see how they do. So for now, what I am doing is just, I've got these all cut, so I'm going to go ahead and put these through my Big Shot. And like I say, I just folded it under and put it through. There we go. So it's kind of like underneath, so it's only going to cut the top. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little update that I'm doing, and this craziness that I'm doing today, and I hope you'll join me again. I made a couple of these. I think I'm going to make some of these as well to put with my ornaments. And I used a little Velcro. I cut it in small pieces. Now I could easily put a lipstick in there or a lip balm in there or something and put these on a tree. Wouldn't that be a cute little... Anyway, that's my next one. I'll show you how I do that. Whew. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me. I want to get going on this. I want to upload this. You know, editing and uploading takes forever. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for your continued support. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.